Influencers are ruining Disney. Disney's a place where people are already acting extremely selfish with their behavior. You know, they're pushing past people. It's a free-for-all. Adding influencers into the mix, it just makes everything 10 times worse. This guy is in the line, holding up the line, got this huge rig. He's got his live chat. This is the state of Disney. Yes, it is. If we're losing our sense of awareness to the point where we're knocking a stroller over, stroller with a child in it. Yeah, I think things have gone too far. But because people like this defend it and pay these prices gladly and loudly and proudly, this continues to happen. And then it results in families can no longer attend Disney because they're being priced out. The current Disney experience is the worst it's ever been. Disney, unfortunately, is a shell of its former self. The magic, it seems, has been lost, okay? And there's no fairy godmother in sight. And as a 20-year Toontown Online veteran with maxed out gags, okay, I feel it's my duty to speak up, and I feel my qualifications speak for themselves. I don't know if any of you have been to Disney lately, but things have certainly taken a turn for the worst. Let me paint you a picture, okay? We have real life Disney villains running through the parks. There are pin traders so evil they would have Ursula clutching her pearls. Oh, yes, it's true. And there are stampedes of resellers, the likes of which we haven't seen since the death of Mufasa, okay? And all of this comes at a time when the prices at Disney have never been higher. Before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification to be notified when I post. And let's talk about why I think it sucks to go to Disney these days. You have these content creators, okay, who are going around Disney with professional cameras. They're walking around with microphones, trying to interview guests of the parks, okay, people walking around with their families. They're filming them, trying to get them to be part of their TikTok video or their Instagram video or YouTube, whatever, and just being extremely disruptive. So here's someone who's like proudly posted that they got kicked out of Disney for being basically like an asshole.
You're not allowed to do what you're doing.
Oh, what are we doing?
Yes, interviewing guests or get a microphone.
We're not interviewing guests.
Yes, you are.
That's our friend. We came with them. I thought everyone here be filming.
I'm going to ask you now to stop filming.
Doesn't everyone here film?
Not the
And
way
of course, did they stop? No. These employees are just doing the best that they can, you know, to maintain the professionalism that Disney is known for. You have to just ban these people for life, for real.
Everyone here at Disney be taking pictures. We're not trying to cause any trouble here, you know? It's just like everyone here films videos.
I understand your prerogative. We're not going to debate the issue.
How come? I just wanted to be Mickey Mouse.
I'm sorry.
We're, you know, paying customers just like everyone else. We were just minding our own business. We weren't causing any trouble. You guys just came up to us out of nowhere.
Actually, you were causing trouble.
How? I was standing right there filming a video.
We're not going to belabor the issue. Come this way.
I got you. Of course.
We're done for the day.
Hey, my fan come first.
Do I have to call the deputies in?
Look, come on.
No, the day is done.
It's a little girl, bro.
The day is done.
You're so rude.
Go.
You're rude.
Okay.
Free him. Free me.
It's so embarrassing. Oh my God, I just can't. There's just so many people that act like losers and they think that this is like funny content and they're just being nuisance streamers, basically.
Free Jack.
We're leaving. Now, please.
Help me, guys. Help me. I was trying to have a good time with my friends and family. It got ruined.
We're in Africa and I got a frozen brown elephant, which is Coca-Cola. Hello.
If you go to Disney, you may see stuff like this as well, okay? James Charles in the wild. And look, there are ways that you can film at Disney, okay? There are ways that you can create content at Disney. Plenty of people do it every single day, where you're not drawing so much attention to yourself. You're not standing in the middle of a walkway, you know, because you have to get your perfect video and it's like all about you. Like, influencers are ruining Disney. And Disney is a place where people are already acting extremely selfish with their behavior. You know, they're pushing past people. It's a free-for-all. Adding influencers into the mix, it just makes everything 10 times worse. You got people just standing around loudly filming videos, and it's like you don't want to be in the back of it. It's disruptive.
Oh, that's the secret. This is good. Well, need to ask Scooter.
Look at this.
About his domesticated magic food and rainbow trout. Yeah.
So this guy is in the line, holding up the line. He's got this huge rig and he's got his live chat. He's filming the line. There's like all these kids and people in the line, families who probably don't want to be on screen, whatever. Lights, and he's talking loudly in the line. This is the state of Disney. Yes, it is. And you know, Disney's like this immersive experience. This would take me the hell out of it. Okay, when I see people walking around with these contraptions being nuisance live streamers. Look at this.
We're missing the effect here.
It's insane. People are not happy about this, and they shouldn't be. How do people do this and not feel shame? I can't even take a selfie in public. It's too embarrassing. People just don't care anymore. They're like, screw it. I'm here for me. I'm here to make money. I don't know. We can't take selfie sticks, but this is okay. Disney should find a way to slow internet speeds so streamers can't do this. Yeah, maybe there's just no internet at Disney. How about that? Streaming needs to be banned from the parks. All you need to do is play copyright music behind him. He will stop. I don't even know if that would stop him, to be honest. I saw him at Epcot and he stopped dead in front of me. I gave him a few words. I watched some streamers, but others have no respect for other people. It's all about them. Saw him at Epcot. He was seated in the handicap section with this contraption. He blocked a lot of people's view at the Joey Fatone concert. He's tall and had his equipment higher than that. This needs to stop. Once again, you gotta get the shot. Gotta ruin the once-in-a-lifetime Disney experience. Keep in mind, throughout this whole video, people are paying thousands to be there. For many people, this is like once in a lifetime. They will never go to Disney again. They spend all their money to be able to bring their family there, to be able to get there. Many people have traveled many thousands of miles to get to this place. It took a lot for people to get there. And then you show up and then there's these people ruining it, taking you out of the experience, ruining the magic. It's disappointing. Disneyland already revoked his magic key and he can only be at the park as long as he pays daily or a cast member helps him get in for free, and he still doesn't give an F. Great job, Disneyland. Influencer, the Jungle Skipper. So apparently this is like well-known, infamous Disney live streamer who has already gotten his magic key pass revoked, but he still is able to go to the parks for some reason. Like, if we're revoking a pass, why is somebody even allowed back in? How about it's like one strike you're out? Why do they even allow something like this back in the parks? This is what they do. So he's like yelling and screaming at people in the lines.
I love you both. Hey, you guys have some really famous YouTubers right there. Straight up.
Look at the guys over there too, like with their cameras, these huge big cameras. What is going on at Disney? Seriously, like I'm sorry, I don't want to walk around and people have like professional rigs. Think about it. You're probably sweating your ass off. You're probably uncomfortable, hot. You're probably thirsty. You're probably hungry. You probably waited in line for 2 hours for a ride that was 30 seconds. And, you know, people are filming you at your worst moment. There's just too much tomfoolery going on at Disney.
You should take selfies with them.
Look at, and these people are like,
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a nobody compared to you guys. Right? Bro, that's Berry Place 28 and Theme Park Casual.
Stop. And all the guests are like, yeah, this is super annoying. Entitled streamer arguing with park guests. So this is apparently like, I don't know, Mission Space or something. Like, he's arguing with somebody in line.
Streamer that's rude, apparently.
No, I said just because you're a Disney streamer doesn't mean you need to take up that much audible space. You're not a celebrity.
Park. You can have fun at a theme park.
Oh, God. Oh. He is a bad actor. That should not be at the parks with everybody else. If you cannot control yourself and if you cannot behave yourself and go through the park without disrupting people every time you're there, you don't deserve to be there with everybody else. Okay? Just saying it. So he's up there.
And your friend's now telling you I'm filming. Maybe you'll be quiet now.
I am okay with not being quiet at a theme park.
We can.
You know, and that's the thing too. A lot of these people use it as an excuse of like, well, everybody's filming. Everybody here is being loud. Yeah, maybe on the ride, screaming on the ride. You don't go through the park screaming at the top of your lungs, being loud, trying to draw attention to yourself. Like, no, people aren't there to see you, believe it or not.
And I'll have fun, but there's kids here, man. You don't need to be screaming and punching the wall. Your friends are being so nice, telling you. All your friends are super cool. You're the only one being super weird, man. Just
I am weird.
Take a breath.
What I do.
I'm super weird too, yeah.
Weird.
I have autism, but I don't need to scream at the top of my lungs.
If you clout, then you're welcome.
So now he's trying to say she's trying to get clout off of him. Okay, clout is one hell of a drug. That's all I can say. Look, I think I speak for a lot of people. I don't want to be around people like this when I go to Disney or really anywhere. You know, people shouting, you want clout off me? You just want clout? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Just be quiet. Stop. You're ruining it for everyone.
I have seen many videos, unwillingly, of this man screaming and harassing people in the middle of Disneyland. And from what I understand, he frequents Disneyland quite a bit because that's what he does. He streams and he is chaotic and boisterous and whatever. So much so to the point where I hope that I don't run into him in Disneyland because I just don't want to have to be around that energy. When you're being disruptive, you are pulling people out of their experience and dragging them into yours with no consent.
Yes, this is very true. And, you know, even with that last example of the person that was in a fight with him in the Mission Space Line or whatever that ride that was, she probably thought about that interaction for the rest of the day instead of thinking about what a great time I had at Disney.
It's not cute, it's not funny, and it's not worth the streaming or the videos.
Some people are turning this beautiful park into their personal ATM. They're manipulating their followers, disrespecting cast members and guests, standing on Main Street yelling at their chat, begging for gifts, talking over rides and the soundtrack of the park.
So true. For everybody that's in that ride, that's just an example, right? You know, a lot of the good memories is like listening to the music, okay, while you're waiting for the ride. You're taking in all the sights. You're watching the characters go by. And when you have somebody loud streaming, you're immediately taken out of the moment. It's so frustrating. And it's like, what is Disney doing to stop these people?
Eating premium meals at a theme park while begging their loyal followers to foot the bill.
So true. So true, by the way. The irony of all of this.
This is not fandom. That's something else. Let's not normalize behavior that makes cast members dread their shift or ruin someone's once-in-a-lifetime trip.
So true. And heavy on the, let's not make the cast members dread their shift. Let's not make the cast members fear having to walk to their car or fear their identity being leaked because people are insane. Guys, this is really crazy. You want to talk about nuisance live streamers? You want to talk about stuff getting out of control at Disney? This is out of control.
See what's wrong with the Disney culture? I wanted to get a pair of ears, maybe, from the Disney outlet, and I get here 40 minutes before it opens. And wait till you see what I'm seeing. First of all, look at the totes. Look at the little wagons. All these totes.
So technically this is not on Disney property, but this is still a Disney store. And this is supposed to be discounted items. Discounted items. So people can get them for less. Yet you have people who camp out with carts, like as you see here, and then they go into the store and they basically do like the TJ Maxx live streams. You remember that one? Okay, did a video on that one. People go in there and they live stream to who the hell knows, probably on TikTok Live or whatever, and they sell stuff out of the store and they mark it up and do a finder's fee. Yeah, this is happening on a daily basis. And guess what? Those things that were finally affordable to people at the Disney outlet store are no longer anymore. They're ruining everything.
Wagons, they are all resellers.
Yep.
All of them. Everybody has a tote and a wagon.
Yep. Wagon.
And they're still going. More totes and more wagons. This is a Disney outlet where people can come and maybe get a pair of ears that are $9 instead of $35 in the park.
Mm-hmm.
But no, these people have ruined it. I made it in the Disney store and it's much worse than I thought. All these people are on live. And
this is dystopian what you're about to see.
Their wagons are overflowing. Look at this absolute mountain right here. Look at this.
I love that she's just filming them and she's like, I don't care. I got to show people this because it's a problem.
This is all people's stuff. They're just on live advertising things. They're literally having their own showcase on live. They're having live sales shows in the middle of the effing store. Are you kidding me?
Look at, she's got her phone on a tripod and she's got a cart full of things that she's selling to people that aren't even there.
How is this allowed? She has a live show going. Look at this. Seriously, what happened to families coming here, buying one or two things, getting some ears for their kids? No, it's turned into a sales event. This shouldn't be allowed.
Gone are the days of people acting in good faith.
I can't
Look at this.
believe this. Everybody's on live. All of this stuff is for one.
Have you no shame, people? This is one person's. I mean, you need a pallet cart to come pick this up.
Person that are selling. Disney needs to put an end to this because this is not their store.
They need to be banned.
This is the Disney Character Warehouse. This is not, Terry's online shopping extravaganza. I'm sorry.
Are y'all about to make your purchase?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
From now on, I'm not going to allow y'all to hang out this long with all that merchandise.
By the way, this is someone who is doing this live streaming stuff, okay? So she's literally got her phone notes open right now. She's got everyone's order in there and who she's shipping it out to and how much the price of it was. She was live streaming this and she actually thinks that the employee who's telling her that she can't sit there with all that merchandise for 3 hours, she thinks the employee is in the wrong. The audacity that these people have.
All of this stuff I could have sold already. So we're not allowing y'all to hold anything. If you fill up your wagon, you can make your purchase and then come back through and do it again. But I'm not going to be able to allow you to hold and stay in the corner like this.
Look, I don't know if you should allow people to have wagons. I mean, is that kind of insane? A wagon. What about a wheelbarrow? If I show up a wheelbarrow?
This any longer, okay?
Oh, really? That's the first time it happens in the store.
We're changing our policies now. We're not going to let any more holds. So
Well, we're not holding it. This is for us to buy.
You've been here for hours.
Yeah.
So you are holding my merchandise.
No.
No one else can
This
buy
just got here 10 minutes ago.
Man,
So the only thing I'm holding have been these jerseys, but this just got here 10 minutes
I've seen you
ago.
in the corner over here with all of this stuff. For like
Well, because they told me I couldn't go into the store with the car. If not, I would be with the
So
car.
what store?
This store.
Okay.
They told me I couldn't walk around with the
Not
car.
with all of this, correct. That's right, yes. So what we're asking is that you gather what you can, make your purchase, and if you need to run that out to your car and then come back and redo it, that's fine, but I can't allow this anymore.
He's absolutely 100% right. All of this stuff could have been on the shelves. Okay, but you know what they do is they put all the stuff in their cart and then they're waiting for their live stream people to be like, yeah, I want that. Claimed. They say claimed. Yeah, I want to claim this merchandise. Imagine somebody standing for 3 hours in a store on a live stream with all the stuff in their cart. I can't even tell you how mad this makes me. How pissed I am.
I just don't see how that affects you, sir. We're still paying for
It is
everything.
very much affecting me because I could have sold all this by now.
He's absolutely
But you're
right.
gonna sell it.
How does that affect you? It's his store. He's running a store. You cannot have people like this anymore, even associated with your brand. I hate
But it's gonna be
resellers.
sold.
I'm going to sell this regardless, but you're preventing me from doing so by anyone else who wanted to.
All of these stuff we had to ask for you guys to bring it from the back.
I understand, yes.
So-
But this is going to be the new policy moving forward.
Yeah. Is this only in this store?
Correct, yes. I don't know
Who
about
put
the
that
other stores.
policy? You did?
She's like trying to be like, who put the policy in? Who cares? If he says it's the policy, it's the policy. Move along. You know, you're lucky he's not kicking your ass out of the store. Oh, I'm so mad. Oh my God. This makes me so mad. This makes me pissed.
Correct, yes. This is my operation, yes.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
I've told the other resellers as well. You're not the only one I'm telling this to.
That's fine.
So I've done it to others. So
Okay.
here soon I'll need you to
That's
make the purchase.
fine. I don't really care if you think it's fine or not.
I'm going to have to ask you to put all that back on the shelf, okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chris. His name is Chris.
Oh, good. So she wants people to go harass him now, by the way, by saying his name because she's mad that he told her, yeah, you can't hang out in the store for 3 hours with all this merchandise in your cart, not buying it. And he said it's the store policy. And she's trying to get him fired over that interaction where he was nothing but professional. I cannot stand people who are doing this. And you know what the worst part is? By the way, these people probably don't give a shit about Disney. Nope. Selling stuff at a premium out of a discount store. That's what they're doing. It's deplorable. And as you can see from the previous clips, the Disney merch situation is getting out of control. So here we have people going crazy over the Halloween merch. Look at, they're fighting, grabbing it out of each other's hands, struggling. There's a struggle, okay? The store is filled to capacity. There's hordes of people crowding up the store. And this is all over the Halloween merch. Guys, these clips are from August, okay? August of this year. Technically still summer. And we're fighting each other over the Halloween stuff at Disney. Disney t-shirts that aren't even cute. The Disney employee had to hand them out because there was too much chaos going on and people were fighting over them and couldn't behave. So here's a clip of opening day when all of the merch came out. Are you ready for this? Okay, so people are lined up currently right now in Disney Springs outside of World of Disney.
To the World of Disney, very long line. I guess the Halloween merchandise dropped, but the best thing about getting here this early are the cast members greeting you. I always feel like such a princess. Yes, it's good to see me. It's good to see me, isn't it? People are literally running to the Halloween merchandise.
Why? In a million years, why are we doing that? Why? All of this for a t-shirt that you're not even going to think about in a week. In a week. Okay, and this is happening, by the way, August.
This is wild. We got a little shirt here, just absolutely gone. $34.99. The store
Guys,
just...
the store just opened. He was one of the first people in line, as you saw. Okay, the t-shirts are gone. They're gone. There's 4 left.
Just opened. This is nuts. But here's a look at the back.
It ain't even cute. Sorry.
And then this is $34.99. Oh my God. This is nuts, like crazy.
Only at Walt Disney World can it be August 4th and you're wondering where the Halloween decorations are. The reason
August 4th. Look at these people who are camped out like vultures at World of Disney, and they're all here for the Disney merch.
hate Disney Springs for merch shops is the resellers are really bad.
Resellers.
So it's kind of hard to walk around and show you guys everything, but the Halloween merch is here, guys. It's actually crazy. There's people being crazy. This is 2 minutes after the stores open.
2 minutes. It looks like they might have had ears or something previously on those hooks. The resellers ruin literally every single thing that they touch. I don't know what to say anymore. Why are people still buying from resellers? Put them out of business by not buying the stuff that they're selling, please. You don't need it that bad. You don't need the pink fabulous t-shirt from Disney. You don't need any of this slop.
Literally cleared the shelves.
Disneyland Halloween merch release day. Look at this. Look at this. Help. We need help. It's not normal. Why are we going so crazy over merch? It's like we're acting like it's life or death. It's not. If you go in there and you just happen to find something, great. But if you don't, then it's like, who cares? I feel like we should just get back to, if we organically see this out and about and we fall in love with it, then go ahead and buy it. But like camping out for merch, okay, what people are doing now, guys, is they're rope dropping for merch. And let me give you some background. If you don't know the term rope drop, the original meaning and purpose of rope dropping Disney is getting there before they move the rope aside. Right as the park opens, you're there. And the whole idea of it is you're there early so you can get extra time in the park. Okay, you can maximize your time at Disney. But now what people are doing is they're getting there for rope drop so they can run and stampede and trample each other in order to clear out the merch stands before anybody else so they can resell it. This is a mess, objectively. And I can only imagine that other park goers who are witnessing this, it's not good for the immersive, fantastical, wonderful, comforting experience of being at Disney and like enjoying your time when you're seeing people ravage through a store. Why are we doing this? I ask you. Gone are the days, by the way, where you can just casually show up to Disney and be able to find what you're looking for. Because if you want to find any Halloween stuff, it's already been cleared out. By August, it was cleared out. Disney, you got to figure this out. I mean, the shirts are swinging around. I just don't even know what to say anymore.
By the time I got there, it was probably like, what, 8:15? That's when the crazy was there. And they were trying to get some sweatshirts that a cast member was restocking, and they were waiting nicely for her to restock. But then as soon as like she stepped away, that's when the craziness happened. And
how did we get to this point? Like, how did we get to this point? Children behave better than this. Think about that long and hard, please.
I will say, like, it was chaotic and crazy. I've never seen anything like that at Disneyland before. It's normally way more mellow.
It's only going to get worse from here unless something is done about this. It's going to be every time they drop stuff. You know, we're going to see it for Christmas. If they do limited edition Christmas stuff, we're going to see people doing this kind of crazy behavior. The more like limited edition drops, we're going to see people doing this.
The big chaos was over the gray ghost sweatshirt and the pink ghost shirt that says like fabulous on the back.
Well, guys, the situation with the merch is bad, but in my opinion, there is nothing that is worse than the current situation with Disney pin trading. I think it has almost gotten to a point of no return with how bad pin trading has gotten at Disney. So let me give you sort of a brief summary about Disney pin trading, because it's been around forever and it's sort of like an additive experience to Disney. You don't have to participate in it, but it's just like a fun thing that people do. It's a hobby. It's just something else that you can do while you're in the park. It's another facet of Disney that makes Disney what it is. Okay, it's been around for a very long time, and for many years, no problems. Children and adults alike. You could buy the pins at the parks, and then you could trade them on these boards that you see here. You could trade them with cast members. You can trade them with other people who are at the park. So there's a lot going on, okay? And there's, you know, rare pins, there's mystery pin packs, of course, pin sets that people try to complete. It's like a huge, massive community. Well, guess what? People have found a way to ruin Disney pin trading. I don't even know how Disney would even attempt to solve this, but something has to be done because it's really just not fun anymore, okay? Because there are so many fake Disney pins now. So people are basically bringing in fake pins into the park and they're trading them on the boards with cast members because, you know, once again, the cast members can't say no, okay, because they're under strict guidelines by Disney that they have to keep the experience, they have to be polite, they have to, you know, accommodate every guest. Basically, what's ended up happening is there's just 95% fake pins on every single board at Disney.
It's an epidemic at Disney, and it is fake Disney pins. I was at Saratoga Springs a couple weeks ago pin trading and looked at this board, and honestly, over 75% of the pins on this board are fake. Like, literally. Fake, 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 fake. I could go on and on. Basically, factories that produce Disney pins or factories that don't will replicate Disney pins and make extra money off them.
This is capitalism for you guys. So here's what people do, okay? They buy these bulk Disney pins, fake pins. They can buy them off Amazon or Temu or whatever the hell, Shein. So they buy them at a lower price, okay, because they're very expensive at the parks. The pins typically at the parks, I would say on the low end is like $10, and then they range usually anywhere from like $10 to maybe $35. They're not cheap, okay? And that's for a single pin usually. So keep that in mind. But you know, people will buy these big bulk pins and then they bring their fake pins to the parks and then they trade them for real pins, okay? Basically gaming the system. So then all that's left for people that are trying to partake in Disney pin trading are fakes. So you're basically getting scammed out of your money. In order to even authenticate these types of things and be able to tell if it's a fake pin, you almost need like a loop. You have to become sort of an expert at being able to spot and train your eye to see if it's like a fake pin or a real pin or whatever. It's just super disappointing is all I can say. And a lot of people are just doing this in completely bad faith. We got tired of the boards looking like this and this. So these are like mostly fake pins. Maybe some people wouldn't know that they're fake pins if you didn't know about all this, but just know most of the pins that you're seeing and you're looking at Disney right now are fake. So this is what people are starting to do, okay? As an act of goodwill, they're deciding to replace fake pins with their real pins. Okay, so it's gotten so bad that people are trying to do like a boots on the ground operation, crowdfunding effort where they like go out and make the world better one pin at a time. People shouldn't even have to do this. Disney should do something about this. They should refuse fake pins. They should just get rid of all of the fake ones and start over. That's what I think they need to do. Okay, because now people are like replacing it themselves. And it's like, no, guys, Disney should be doing this. Okay, not you, Disney. Is it a great thing to do? Yes. But it's like, think about how insane that is. People are doing this great, nice thing by putting a real pin on the board. Okay, now it's like an act of like true altruism to put a real pin on a damn board. It's like rare that somebody's even trading real pins anymore. How insane. How are you feeling about pin trading lately? I feel like there's more fake pins than real ones on the boards. Once again, another facet of Disney, the Disney experience that has been ruined by others. It's disappointing. POV, you walk up to the pin board, but they're all fakes. Yes, if you watch any pin traders on TikTok or whatever, their whole entire Disney pin trading vlog is them going up to these boards and be like, yep, nothing here for me. They're all fake. So I'm going to move to the next board. And it's just going through Disney and they're all fake. How have we fallen so far? Guys, you haven't seen even the worst of it yet. You thought fake pins were a problem? Let me introduce you to Pintastic Tuesdays. Okay. Basically, the idea of it is every Tuesday, Disney releases new and exclusive pins. And it has turned into a calamity. Just watch. Okay.
Dash to the front.
The ominous music. Look at this. Guys, these are all people here for Pin Tuesday. Okay, they're storming the Pin Trader Outpost or whatever it's called. I don't know. Look at this. They're all lined up all the way around. Hundreds. Climbing over furniture. Okay.
This one's fine. This one's the one that they're running low on.
They have cast members coming out saying they're running low, telling people in line, look, we're out. They're selling out. And guys, who do you think's behind a lot of this? Who do you think's making up a majority of this line, do you think? Do you think it's the genuine hobbyists? Or do you think, once again, it's the resellers? Look at this. Oh boy, look at people are running. Once again, they're rope dropping Disney, not to get extra time in the park. It's so they can clear out the pins. Okay, they can get their hands on all the pins, make sure that they get all the pins, they can resell them to everybody. Oh, don't get me started. Do not get me started. Look at running. Okay, running so they can get in line and get the pins. POV, Disney Springs on Tuesdays because of the pins. People are lined up in the parking garage. The line's all the way in the parking garage. Help us. Look at, literally can't believe my eyes. So many people. Look at all these people. Hundreds of people. Look at this. You're about to see in a second. They had to start handing out wristbands. Wristband distribution. These people are going to stand here for hours, by the way. Hundreds of people still behind me. This is somebody who is 348 in line. Wristbands for pin drops. Just why? It breaks my heart because I know for so many people that pin trading is such a fun, wholesome hobby to have. Okay, literally, think about it. You're just pin trading. You're collecting pins. It's a big part of Disney's experience, and it's been ruined once again. Who wants to even sit through all of this? People are standing in line for hours. Who's got the time even? Oh man, Pooh sold out so close. So they were super close, and they didn't even get the pin that they wanted. It's just frustrating. POV, Disney pin drop day. I just can't get over this. I don't even think this is safe at this point. Look at, they're climbing over the stages. They're climbing over furniture, park benches. You know, there's kids in the mix. There's people falling over. It's a stampede. It's a damn stampede.
I'm sorry for not giving you an update on Pintastic Tuesday for the month of September. For the last 8 months, so all of 2025, I have been collecting the Winnie the Pooh 100 Acre Pin Series by Disney Store.
I'm showing you this because this is one of the main things that people are trying to collect at Pintastic Tuesday. This was basically sold in the beginning of the year by Disney Store, as he said, and it's the Winnie the Pooh collection. And basically one pin comes out every single month. First one came out on a Tuesday in January, okay? Every single month you need to make sure that you get the pin in order to complete this shadow box series set. Okay, and make sure you complete all the images with the pins, okay? This is not something, in my opinion, that should be difficult to get your hands on, but it's turned into that, where now resellers are buying up all the Winnie the Pooh pins and they're setting the prices sky high. It's like highway robbery. They know people need these pins in order to complete this, and they only drop them once on Tuesday, one time the whole month, and they're becoming extremely hard to get. Why is this happening?
I should really say we've been collecting because I've taken you along on the entire journey from finding out about it to getting every pin every month. And September, the 9th pin, is the first time out of all of those months that I have not been able to physically go to a park and get the pin. But I was very worried going into this pin drop because the online drops have been very difficult in the last 3 or 4 months. Of course, the increased popularity is a big part of the reason why pins or any type of merchandise can be sold out quickly.
I completely 100% vehemently disagree with making pins like this, of this nature, extremely hard to get. And it's like, once they're gone, they're gone. I don't like that. Like, why can we not leave the pins up for sale after September has passed, for example? Why are we making it so hard for people? I don't like it. I don't like that people have to try this hard. I don't like that people have to feel like they have to go every Tuesday to Disney World or Disneyland, whatever, to get pins and stand in line for hours. I mean, this is crazy.
But when it comes to these pins specifically, there's been a change in the trajectory of how they're being released every month, because I would say from January to probably June,
scarcity marketing,
were not selling out online in the first like 24 hours. And if you went to the parks to pick it up, you would have no problem getting it if you were there on the day of. And that's because for those first 6 months at the parks, the pins were just being put out as normal stock on that day.
Why did we change from that? Unless we're trying to do scarcity marketing, which I'm not accusing them of, but I'm wondering if that's what's going on. Because why are we changing from what was working? If it was easy for people to get the pins and it was a good experience and they could just casually go, grab their pin, enjoy the park, and then go home, why did we change?
And at multiple stores. I can't speak for how they do it in Disney World, but at the Disneyland Resort in California, the pins were released at every store. You could go to 20th Century Music on Main Street, Tomorrow Landing in Tomorrowland, Westward Ho Trading Co. in Frontierland. You could even go to Pooh Corner or Lewis's Critter Club in Bayou Country. And it was becoming a pattern of me just making sure that I could at least rope drop and get there right when the park opened, and the pin would totally be secured.
I feel like you should just be able to show up when you want to go. Am I wrong for saying that? Is that insane to say? Have I lost my mind?
It's become complicated because Pintastic Tuesdays are not just for Winnie the Pooh. When the year started, I didn't know if Winnie the Pooh was going to be the only thing coming out on the first Tuesday and then other pins would rotate. But because the Winnie the Pooh pins have been coming out on that first Tuesday, they're also aligning with a bunch of really popular drops. So around 9:40, I joined the queue on my phone, on the Disney Store app, my phone Safari browser, and then my computer's browser. Out of those 3 browsers, one of them got through.
This is not a good experience. Objectively, this is not. If you have to go and do 3 separate browsers and only one of them is getting through, they should all get through. Okay, it should be no problem. You should be able to like log in casually and grab the pin. Just, I'm not understanding it.
Basically, when 8 o'clock hits, or 10 o'clock, or 11 o'clock, wherever you are in the country, the queue opens
so tired
and
of
you're given
it.
a place in line. So
I'm so tired of this. Spot in line, you know, Ticketmaster's the same way. It's like, there's got to be a better way.
it could be anywhere from somewhere in the 3,000s, like one of my browsers, or it could even be under 1,000, which in that instance, you probably have pretty good odds. Mine that was under 1,000 ended up moving pretty quickly, and I was into the site to shop probably by like 8:03. Because of the queue, it does technically allow you to buy whatever's in stock at that moment, but this was my first time doing an online drop on these Tuesdays, and I was really worried that the Winnie the Pooh pin would sell out, so I added it to my cart and I just ran to check out.
What is it doing? It's just creating panic amongst people. Come to an unsuccessful pin Tuesday with me, trying to get the Winnie the Pooh September pin with timestamps. All right, let's take a look at this, shall we? Look at this line. Parking garage, 8:23 a.m. It's wrapped around the damn parking garage. Get in line, 9:08. 354th in line. I mean, what? Cast member brought by slushy samples because people are probably passing out. This is now 11 a.m. Slowly moving up. So we got here at 8 and now it's 11. Why? Getting closer to pin traders. 11:10. The Pooh pin sold out. So waited in line for 3 hours just for the pin to sell out.
Pin sold out. Look at where I am.
It's so frustrating.
2 of the fairy tale moments, keeping one and then using one as a trader.
When pin drop was chill 3 months ago. So yeah, this is what it used to look like, guys. It was just very chill, not a whole lot to see here, no stampedes. Okay. Now this is it. Now you have to rope drop. Look at how many people for Pin Tuesdays. This is not good. It's too much chaos. I want to just be able to walk in and not feel like I'm in a massive crowd of people. What's going on? This isn't good for anybody. Truly, look at how many people are here. Seriously.
It's crazy, right? It's not just me. No, today is insane.
And it's getting worse.
Can I just say that pin drops are not for the weak?
I mean, it's getting worse. It's only getting worse.
My daughter was injured during Pin Drop Tuesday because of the stampeding crowds. People bumped into me, pushed me, and pushed my stroller over. I don't think this was intended or malicious. It was just people who were in far too much of a hurry and being far too aggressive in trying to get in the line.
If we're losing our sense of awareness to the point where we're knocking a stroller over, stroller with a child in it, yeah, I think things have gone too far. Not a good look for Disney either. I'll just say that much. If people can't even feel safe to bring their children to Disney to participate in a Disney activity, it's gone too far.
But unfortunately, it caused my stroller to fall over. It caused my daughter to fall out of the stroller and for her to hit her head. There was a kind gentleman who stepped out of line and helped me get her back in.
One person.
And I was able to get her calmed down. Luckily, she is okay.
This is the first time ever that Pin Drop Tuesday was an absolute disappointment. If you're a reseller, you suck. If you're a collector, I am so sorry that we have to endure this every freaking Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. There's so many controls you can put in place to stop resellers, and I just don't think any of those things are happening.
Probably the earliest I've ever been, and I was probably the longest line I've ever waited in.
It is escalating. It's only getting worse.
Putting those prices at about $100 for a $35 pin, probably $28 with your annual pass holder discount. It's outrageous. It really is.
So yeah, they're reselling, what would have been maybe a $30 pin for well over $100.
People who are almost causing accidents in the parking lots on the way into the park in the morning,
That's not the Disney pin community that we want you to be a part of. The people who are literally climbing over furniture and park benches and things like that to try to cut the line so they can get pins before other people, that's not the Disney pin community that we want you to be a part of. The people who are causing such a ridiculous stampede that children are being knocked out of their strollers.
It's gotta stop.
That's not the Disney pin community that I want you to be a part of. The people who are buying up extra pins so that they can double, triple, quadruple the price and sell them on eBay before they're even out of the park, that's not the Disney pin community that I want you to be a part of.
I'm not usually one to open my mouth or start drama, but this needs to be said. Pin pickup people are resellers and they're scamming you. I do have receipts, but I blocked out their names because I'm not giving them customers and I'm not giving them clout. This is the most recent one. These stamps I think sold for $35.
By the way, they're calling themselves pin pickup people, so they can avoid calling themselves what they really are, which is reseller. Okay, pin reseller. Look at pricing and availability. The R2-D2 is $210. Looks like somebody bought the Darth Vader for $210. I don't even know what to say. People are actually buying this stuff. $130, $175. What's wrong with you people?
Look at these prices.
It's disgusting.
Look at that.
And the
Do you
shipping is
see
$6.
$210, 7 times what it sold for? Are you kidding me? Let's look at another one. Darth Vader TIE Fighter. Think it went for $22, $23 on the shelf, but you know damn well these people have annual passes, so they're paying less. They're charging $33. So you're making at least $10 off that pin, plus you're making money off of shipping, because shipping, I know you're only paying $3 or $4. Let's look at this one.
Doesn't cost a lot to ship these.
Look at all those Wave A. Oh, look, a Wave B. Wow, 3 Super Chasers. I wonder how much they're charging. This genuinely blew my mind, so I'll just let you peek at it.
$85, $90 for one pin. Just to put things in perspective, people just used to trade their leftover pins, okay? That's what they used to do. By the way, there's a whole other rabbit hole we could go down, Alice in Wonderland style, where basically people are just the nastiest pin traders you could ever dream up, okay? You could ever imagine. They refuse to trade pins to people. They're mean to kids, scamming kids at the parks. Like, dude, I'm telling you, the pin lore is deep. We may have to do a separate video on that, so just subscribe if you're interested in something like that. Gone are the good old days. Instead of trying to improve the park goers' experience, Disney's response to all of this madness is to actually raise the prices. Yeah, you heard that right. Look here, Walt Disney World ticket prices officially surpass $200 for the first time in history. It's never cost more to attend Disney. I can tell you that for free.
Disney says it's raising the price of admissions for its theme parks effective immediately. Tickets for Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida and Disneyland in Anaheim, California will now be more expensive on certain days. Here's how it's going to work. On popular days like New Year's Eve, a single day ticket will cost roughly $199. But on extra popular days, like for example during the week of Thanksgiving, tickets will go from $199 to $224.
They're basically punishing people is the way that I see it, because, you know, when I see people going on Thanksgiving week, they're during New Year's, things like that, the days that they're raising these prices, you know, these are families who have limited time off, who don't have a lot of days off to go to Disney and enjoy a family vacation, you know, where they all can get the time, okay, where they're not in school and able to do these types of things. So, you know, it's punishing them. They're pricing out families. That's what it is.
The Inspire Key Pass now costs $1,899. That is an increase of $150
a year.
And the Magic Key Pass now costs $1,474. That's an increase of $100.
This is crazy.
Now, according to Disney's website, you can still get a one-day pass for as low as $104. Again, that price will not be available on very busy days at the park, when you will now have to pay a whole lot more.
That's not the only thing going up. Oh no, the price of parking has also gone up. So it says starting today, October 8th, parking prices went up. Keep in mind, Magic Key and more prices went up as well. Costs more to even park at these places, just adding on the extra dollars to your vacation.
Annual passes aren't the only thing going up in price at Disney today. Disney Open Edition pins have also increased in price. Silver pins have increased from $12.99 to $14.99. Yellow pins have increased from $14.99 to $17.99. And pink pins have gone up from $16.99 to $19.99.
I mean, the pins are already way too much. When I found out the price of pins, I almost fell out of my chair. I was genuinely shocked that people are paying this much, because I've seen a lot of like pin pack opening videos, like mystery pin pack videos on my TikTok page and stuff like that. I'm like watching them kind of being like, oh, surely these are like $5. Like, honestly, I'm like, these are $5. No. They're like $30. So yeah, these are getting raised too.
Just something you need to keep in mind for the next time you go to the parks.
And that's not it. And another thing, guess what else is going up? Oh yes, the price of food is going up quite a bit. Thousands of price increases hit Disney World theme park restaurants. Okay, so eating costs a whole lot more now as well. And these are things where it's like, okay, 30 cents, something like that, $1, 50 cents. Mickey pretzel going from $8 to $8.49. Guys, even a 50-cent increase really makes a difference. An interesting application of that is actually at the Dollar Tree. Okay, everything used to be $1. Now a lot of it is, $1.25, $1.50. It adds up very quickly. You can feel that. You can't get your money to go as far anymore. And, this does make a difference at the end. It really does. So even if it says 50-cent increase, it feels like a lot more. And these are things that are already, by the way, exorbitantly priced. Mickey pretzel is almost $10 for a soft pretzel. Water is $4.25. I mean, what? Dasani should pay people to drink their water, not the other way around. Okay, we shouldn't be paying for Dasani. It's disgusting. I think this comment sums it up. They really don't want the average American family to come to Disney. And unfortunately, I think that that's true. I think that they're pricing out families. I think they're pricing out the average American. They're making it absolutely unattainable and unaffordable to people. And all of this is happening while the value of your experience is going way down. You are not getting anywhere near what you used to pay for. You are not getting the magical experience that's been promised. Okay, I can tell you that as someone who has been during the good old days, 2005. Shout out. It's not the same.
Is Disneyland pricing out its customers? They are also taking away perks from people at the parks. Earlier this year, the resort took away the early entry hour for guests staying at the resort. They've also raised the prices just about a year ago too on everything across the board.
I think that you don't even get the after hours unless you're staying at one of their deluxe resorts. Okay. So, once again, pricing people out, making it more and more exclusive unless you pay the big bucks to go.
And now they're even cutting park hours. They are taking away from the guest experience while charging more for that lesser experience. So I think it's safe to say that Disney is effectively pricing out a majority of its customers.
Walt Disney would not have wanted Disneyland to be only for the rich. I think that Disney is starting to stray from its original goal, which is, making this magical, fantastical world for everybody. I think when you see fake pins on the boards, I think when you see people stampeding over each other, knocking over strollers in order to get to the Pintastic Tuesdays, I think when you're fighting, elbowing people in the face over some Disney merch, I think that these are all things objectively that stray from the original message. I don't think that this is what Walt would have wanted. And these are things ultimately that do impact your time at Disney. It really does. Instead of focusing on how can we extract more money out of people, it's like, how can we make this experience better for people? Seriously. And the problem is the parks are so crowded and the guests are willing to pay regardless of price. It's simple supply and demand.
I'm never going back to Disney because it's so expensive and they raise prices. Crowd is like getting really, really old. We hear it every year. They raise prices every year. And I hate price increases as much as anybody. Don't get me wrong. But let's be honest, the people that are the loudest about it were never going in the first place. Is it frustrating for a theme parks fan? Of course it is. Like, I have 5 little kids. I feel this 7 times over, okay? I get it. All the rest of us will be back on the People Mover in 2026, and I look forward to seeing you there.
It's people like this, in my opinion, that are the reason for the price increases and why Disney continues to get away with hiking the price while delivering on a much lesser quality of experience to people. We should all be very upset if people cannot afford to go to Disney anymore. We should all be very upset if Disney's raising the prices while it's in the state that it is. By the way, I just have to say this as well. Currently, Disney is going under massive renovations, okay? Refurbishing different rides. A lot of it's down under construction. Right now, they're calling it Walt Disney World because there's walls everywhere of construction, okay? Yet the prices are not reflecting that. You should be getting a prorated ticket price for that type of stuff. Hearing cranes and you're looking at these construction sites, no. Yet the prices are going up. Nothing is being done to reflect that, hey, you're getting a lesser experience here. But because people like this defend it and pay these prices gladly and loudly and proudly, this continues to happen. And then it results in families can no longer attend Disney because they're being priced out. That should be very upsetting to everybody because kids can't go to Disney anymore because their parents can't afford it. I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm just going to say it. Okay. And I think it's wrong.
I have another unpopular Disney opinion, and this one really might get me. Everybody all the time, why is Disney so expensive? They're so greedy. Couldn't they just like charge less? Blah, blah, blah. Y'all, the parks are full. Way more than they
we've seen it, especially on Fantastic Tuesday.
Ever used to be. I've been going to Disney for 26 years. I've never consistently seen it like this. I truly think that they are having to put some crowd controls in place by jacking up the price. Now, is Disney a business? Yes. Is their goal to make money? Yes, it is. And like, none of us can fault them for that. They're a business.
I can fault them. I can.
They're in it to make money. But I truly, truly think that they are having to jack the price up to make it unattainable for some people because it's so incredibly busy. Like, think about if the parks hit capacity all the time, like very often, nobody would be having a good time. Trust me, I have been at the parks when they have hit capacity on a few different occasions. I don't care if you know exactly what you're doing, you're having a bad time.
Look, the overcrowding is a problem. And I think that she's right, unfortunately, that Disney is raising the prices as a form of crowd control. But in doing so, they're pricing out the average American. And I'm just not okay with that. I don't think that it's right. And I think that they just need to start limiting the park and focusing on customer experience for people that are actually in there. Okay. This is not okay. This is not a good experience to be walking around and seeing this many people. You can't even see what's in front of you. It's just gotten so out of control. I mean, look at this Magic Kingdom. Look at what it looks like. Absolute mayhem. It says in the corner, people lined up. I don't know if there's a parade. This is not the Disney experience that anyone wants to have. So why are we allowing this? Disney is my question. How is this making people feel like they're in a Disney movie? Not my Disney World. No, absolutely not. I don't want to be part of this. I don't want to be in this at all. This is chaos. This is not fantastical. This is not whimsical. This is not magical. And something has to be done. Look at all these people. Everyone's on their phone. Whatever. They're all sitting out here for a parade.
This video lacks a lot of context, but the creator of it popped off in their comments talking about how the Disney adults in front of them prevented their kids from seeing the parade. Here's maybe my hottest Disney take ever. No one owes you anything at Disney. Like, I don't care if those women were 85 years old. If you want your child to have a better parade view, get there earlier. And this specific situation happens a lot with like fireworks and parades. There's so many times where people will come last minute and then get mad that no one is letting them get in front of them because they have a kid. By now we should have all realized that Disney has some of the most obsessed fans ever.
True.
So when it comes to parades, people get there hours early. And I don't think they have any reason to give it up to you, regardless if you have kids or not. I'm just gonna say this one time. Disney is for everyone. Not just your kids. Take as long as you need.
Look, he's not wrong about what he said. If you show up late to something, you don't deserve to automatically go to the front and, be able to push your way through and, all that stuff. I totally get it. It's very frustrating and annoying. But I think our anger and our frustration is misdirected, okay? Because you have people who are getting mad at each other and pointing the blame at each other, being like, well, you should have got there 3 hours early for the parade. Well, this is how you should do Disney right. No, this is how you should do Disney right. And it's like, guys, no. Who should we really be mad at? Who can fix our problems? It's not you or I can tell you that. It's Disney. Disney alone is the only one who can fix these problems that Disney has. If we've got problems with pin trading, it's Disney's problem. Guess what? If Disney guests are having a problem with parades and with overcrowding and with merchandise and with rude guests, that's a Disney problem. Because what I'm seeing a lot of instead is people getting mad at each other, taking it out on each other, blaming each other, saying, well, you should get to a parade 3 hours early. Guys, no. All right, let's not start doing that whole thing, okay? If you want to get a great seat at a parade, that's totally your prerogative to do that, but I don't really think that it's a great idea to be fostering this idea that you need to get there 3 hours early and camp out for a parade. A lot of families can't do that, especially with kids. I think what ends up happening as well is I see in the comments a lot of people who are like, they're mad at kids. I'm like, what's going on exactly? I think that there's something bigger going on, okay? And look, this is all I can say. It kind of feels like it sucks right now to go to Disney for all the reasons listed, and I'm I'm sure many other ones that I haven't listed. But Disney alone needs to take a very hard and serious look at the current guest experience and realize that it's just not good enough. We cannot sit there and let them get one over on us by selling us and calling it a sandwich. And I think it's in all of our best interest, right, to have Disney return to a place that makes it so great, a return to the magic and the fantasy of the greatest, happiest place on earth. So anyway, what do you guys think? Would love to hear your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you did enjoy it. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well if you want to be notified. I have been changing up my posting schedule a little bit, so you want to be notified whenever I post. That's for sure. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.